Hello everyone and welcome to Storytime. My name's Esther. You might remember me from this year's pantomime. I played Fairy Falalala-la-la-la-la-la. Now sometimes at bedtime I find it really hard to go to sleep, and no matter what I do, just can't seem to drop off. In today's story, Mr. Bear, he can't get to sleep either. It's called Peace at Last, and it's by Jill Murphy. The hour was late.
Mr. Bear was tired.
Mrs. Bear was tired, and Baby Bear was tired, so they all went to bed. Mrs. Bear fell asleep. Mr. Bear didn't. Mrs. Bear began to snore. Snore, went Mrs. Bear. Snore, snore, snore. Oh no, said Mr. Bear. I can't stand this. So he got up and went to sleep in Baby Bear's room. Baby Bear was not asleep either. He was lying in bed, pretending to be an aeroplane. Meow, 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 went Baby Bear. Meow, meow, meow. Oh no, said Mr. Bear. I can't stand this. So he got up and went to sleep in the living room. Tick tock, tick tock, went the living room clock. Tick tock, tick tock. Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Oh no, said Mr. Bear. I can't stand this. So he got up and went off to sleep in the kitchen. Drip, 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 went the kitchen tap. Went the refrigerator. Oh no, said Mr. Bear. I can't stand this. So he got up and went to sleep in the garden. Well, you would not believe the noises you can hear in the garden at night. Do-it-do-woo, went the owl. Snuffle, 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 went the hedgehog. Meow, went the cats on the wall. Oh no, said Mr. Bear. I can't stand this. So he got up and went to sleep in the car. It was cold in the car and uncomfortable, but Mr. Bear was so tired that he didn't notice. He was just falling asleep when all the birds started to sing and the sun peeped in at the window. Tweet, 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 went the birds. Shine, 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 went the sun. Oh no, said Mr. Bear. I can't stand this. So he got up and went back into the house. In the house, Baby Bear was fast asleep, and Mrs. Bear had turned over and wasn't snoring anymore. Mr. Bear got into bed and closed his eyes. Oh, peace at last, he said to himself. Bring, went the alarm clock. Bring, bring. Mrs. Bear got up and rubbed her eyes. Good morning, dear. Did you sleep well? She said. Not very well, dear, said Mr. Bear. Never mind, said Mrs. Bear. I'll make you a nice cup of tea. And she did. That's the end of the story. Did you enjoy it? I hope you did. And we look forward to seeing you all next time on Storytime. See you later. Bye-bye.